Hello, and welcome back to Sakura Moyu, and let's get started with today's read through.
はい、それでは
Let's do our best today as well. We do a high touch. It's a mutual greeting between Osana and Jimmy.
お
She went tiptoes, trying to reach my hand that I deliberately put up high. Hopping repeatedly, she couldn't reach me. Of course, and don't bring it lower. She's cute after all. Tomohito smiled forcibly. She'll probably glare at me.
かなで先輩はどうしてそんなに意地悪なんですか
She was teary-eyed. She stamped the ground a little. Chiwa. Smiling, I say, "Is it fine that I pat you?"
なんでですか
Because you're kawaii. Because you're kawaii.
なんで2回も言うんですか
She looks troubled. Kawaii. Is it fine if I pat you?
嫌です
I'll cook directly to take onigiris today.
え
She sticks out her tongue, closes her eyes, and frowns. Is she a kid? She walks away trotting.
タイがあんまりチワちゃんをいじめちゃダメだぞ。
You're making it sound like I'm doing something terrible. I'm just showing my affection. I'm not teasing her, right?
どうだか。
He's smiling bitterly. Huh? That's true, right? I'm not teasing her, right?
ノーコメント。というか、そんな不安そうにするなら意地悪しなきゃいいじゃないか。
We head towards our classroom. The bell rings, clanging. The morning homeroom is about to start. At the center of the school stands a tall clock tower. Besides that stands one big sakura tree. It's the only tree in the city blooming with sakura that doesn't bloom any flowers. It has been here since decades and centuries. Different from the scenery of the town, the school felt somewhat desolate without the color of sakura.
あ、ひよちゃんじゃないか。
I looked up while I was changing my shoes in front of the shoe rack. I looked up at the direction where Tomohito faced, raising his hand and sending a friendly smile. Over there was one schoolgirl standing. She's standing still while looking up at the stairs that go to the second floor.
おい、そんなところでどうしたの？
She notices Tomohito's call. The movement of her turning back was exceedingly sluggish. She's watching us expressionlessly, squinting her eyes as if she has poor eyesight.
ひよちゃん、どうした？何か困ってる？
I feel like she's taking caution against us.
ああ、きっとお腹空いてるんだな。ひよちゃん低血圧だし、今日は、大河にあげた飴玉以外にもちゃんと持ってきていたはず。
Rustling, he was searching his pocket.
よし、大丈夫だ。おい、ひよちゃん。
Tomohito calls out to the girl lost in thought.
お菓子あるよ。食べる？
Her expressionless face changed slightly.
食べる
She blushes just like a girl in love.
じゃあおいで。そんなところに立ってないで。
He asked her to come here, shaking his hand. She nods a little with her jaw. With the same small steps, she stalks walking towards us. She's Yorutsuki Hiyori, a classmate of mine. When she was small, there were times where she couldn't leave people she was attached to. The sight of her following made her look like a chick. So at one point, we started calling her Hio-chan. Oh, okay. In case you're not familiar, Hio is basically chick. If you watch the Kazoku Gekiku playthrough. That should be familiar. Anyway, of course, there's no one other than us who calls her by that name. It's a nickname only among us. Among us. Yorotsuki Hiyori, Ando Chiwa, Toa Tomohito, and I, Kanade Taiga, are Osana Najimi. She increases her speed. It's the pleasant sound of kicking the ground. I thought she would stop in front of him. Hmm? She runs past him. What the? Then heading towards me. What is going on? What are you doing? Ah! It hit my solar plexus. She suddenly hit me with her head. Why? Nade? I hold my stomach in agony. It's pretty painful as I was not on guard.
タイガは本当にモテモテだな。
How? What about it? Hey, how? I glared at him without saying a thing.
おかしい。
She says while turning towards Tomohito, fidgeting.
ともちゃん、お菓子食べたいかも。
オーケー。
Tomohito smiles and spreads his arms wide apart.
さて、ひよちゃん、問題だ。今朝のお菓子はどこのポッケにあるでしょう？
She tilted her head, pondered a bit, was extremely troubled.
ズボン？
Hey, is that right? She asked worriedly.
左のポケットかな。
すごい。正解。
She smiles just like blossoming flowers.
今日のお菓子はクッキーだ。チョコチップ付きの。
チョコチップ
ひよちゃん、お菓子好きだからね。
好きです。
She looks relieved,
大好きです。
as if she was expressing her feelings of love to a lover.
では、どうぞ。
Tomohito hands out. Hiyori receives.
いただきます。
Rub-a-dub-a-dub-dub. She says politely. She completely ate the cookie that Tomohito gave her, in absolutely no time.
キュッポ。
She seems content. Tomohito was looking at her in satisfaction. To me, it looked like a space for extremely close friends. Great. How great. I too want to give her sweets. I wonder if I have something. I search in my pockets, but I have nothing that I can give to her. If I had anything, I would have eaten it long ago. I'm hungry as well. And before that, Hiyo-chan. I rub my throbbing stomach. Why would you suddenly headbutt me? Did I do something bad to you? Teasing with love is reserved only for Chiwa. Even though there is no reason for Hiyori to take revenge against me, I thought, is her mood slightly off? Whether it was the cookie that woke her. She looked up at me with a flushed face.
タイガは嫌い。
Ate! I was shook. It was a considerable shock.
でも、ともちゃんは好き。
おいおい、そんな本気で辛そうな顔しなくてもいいじゃないか、タイガ。
Don't be sad, he said with concern. Tomohito? Tomohito. I want to be handsome enough to be popular among the girls. I need some advice. What should I do?
十分だろう。タイガかっこいいって俺は思うぞ。
Have some faith in yourself, he smiled.
俺なんかより全然男前だ。
You're too kind. His consideration makes me want to cry. Don't be too kind. I may fall for you. My Osana Najimi is both handsome, both from the outside and from the inside. I'm jealous. Hiramashi. Or that's how it should be, but surprisingly, it's not that irritating. Maybe it's his personality or his virtue. Toa Tomohito is that kind of person. Loved by everyone, he has no enemies. Sumari, he's invincible.
大丈夫。タイガは男前だ。
Reminding me, he said those kind words.
タイガになら抱かれたっていい。俺がもしも女だったならそう思う。喜んで全てを捧げようじゃないか。
Bro, you don't have to go that far. I'm sorry, but it can't go that way. The thought was enough to stiffen my face. Rejecting him myself is something tough.
タイガはお菓子くれない。
She said, muttering. Huh? Sweets?
だから嫌い。
Sweets, huh?
ともちゃんはいつもお菓子くれるから。
That's why you like him? She nods, saying that she likes sweets. Soka, I get it. I solved the puzzle. If I have sweets, I can become handsome as well. And that's how it is. I'll definitely bring them tomorrow. The sweet and tasty ones. Which one do you want?
うん、
Holding her head, she says,
チョコレート？
chocolate, huh? It's her favorite. It doesn't put me at rest.
ダメ？
No, I got it. If that's enough to get her attached, then that's cheap. It's just that
タイガ、どうしてあの子にばっかりチョコレートあげるの？ずるいよ。私も欲しい。
I think of the past again. Shaking my head, I say, if I could get the chocolate with 30 yen, then I'll treat you right now. Unfortunately, I cannot go above that. I know I sound miserable. I'm sorry.
1個10円のやつ、好きかも？
Oh, sounds reasonable then. That's good. Since the budget's 30 yen, I'll buy 3 of them. I thought of going to the school store. I had that random thought, but
隣町のコンビニで売ってるやつ、あそこのが美味しい。
huh? That's weird. The 10 yen chocolates are supposed to be the same everywhere, though. Am I hated after all? I guess you can't buy the feelings of a person with a chocolate after all. Well, whatever. I'll get the chocolate. The town is somewhat far, but I don't find it too difficult to go there. But Hio-chan, I have a request. Can you stop headbutting me? But my body and my heart hurts.
うん、ごめんね。
I put my hand on my stomach.
痛かった？
Tilting her head, she looks up at me.
タイガがお腹痛いと
She seems to be worried.
私のチョコレートが。
The chocolates were more than me? Just as I thought. I smelled bitterly.
チョコ、
Her stomach let out a magnificent
お
sound.
腹すいた。チョコのクッキー食べたのに。
She sighed. She's rubbing her stomach.
朝ごはんもちゃんと食べたのに。不思議。
It's not that he already likes sweets. She also likes sweets. She eats a lot and is always hungry, even though she's always eating until she's full. That said, I feel even hungrier after eating chocolate. It feels like it's stirring up my stomach.
うん。チョコ、ちょこっと。
She was giggling by herself. I sometimes don't understand what she's trying to say. She likes dad jokes, I guess. Putting that aside, Hiyori-san?
はい、何ですか？タイガくん。
Is there something troubling you? You were dazing off right there.
それはね。
She suddenly stops, sulking.
うん、
What is it?
あのね。
She looks at me, then says in a soft voice,
笑わない？
I won't. I answer right away. Absolutely won't.
約束？
Of course. Leave it to me, I say with a serious face. Looking up. If it was Chiwa, I'll definitely laugh though. But Hiyori is different. I won't laugh. I'm serious.
ああチワちゃんが聞いたらまた怒るぞ。
Wait, I'll be right back. I just realized my humidifier is out of water. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. Tired? He smiles really.
チワ、さっき私に気づかないで走っていったよ。
He pointed at the stairs.
怒ってた。すごく。
True. Cute, right? Seeing her run desperately with her little makes me want to cherish her.
道を聞こうと思ったのに気づかないで行っちゃった。
Directions?
そう。
She nods.
昨日もその前もね、ずっとチワに送ってもらってたんだけど。
Ah, I get it. That's what it is. I understood what was troubling her. Are you lost, Hiyori-san? Hiyori-san?
迷子ではない。
She puffs her cheeks. She's actually discontent.
方向性の違い。
What do you mean?
ちょっと進むべき道が違っただけ。よくあること。
なんだかバンドが解散する時の理由みたいだ。
Hio-chan is cool. He was admiring. I'm also lost in search for the music I want to make, he says. However, she is still discontent.
タイガは嘘つきだ。笑わないと言ったのに。
I'm laughing though.
バカな。ニヤニヤしておられます。
When she's angry, she starts talking weird.
ひよりちゃんは大層不愉快。
Go men. I'll guide you to the classroom. If that makes up for it, I'll be happy.
ほんと？案内してくれるの？
Yes, it's a simple request. Well, guiding or whatever. We're in the same class. This is easy enough, you know.
お腹がすくとね、頭がぼーっとしちゃうんですの。するとね、あらあら不思議。お腹ペコペコ状態な私はね、頭が回らなくなっちゃって、道がよくわかんなくなっちゃうの。いつも通ってる簡単な道なのに。
Embarrassed and fidgeting.
今朝のご飯だけじゃ足りなかったみたい。いっぱい食べたはずなのに、私のお腹おかしいね。
She was saying, I get lost when I'm hungry. Embarrassed.
いやーこの学園も無駄に広いからな。
With a forced smile, he looks over to me. His warm gaze makes me somewhat uncomfortable. Well, yeah, I get what Hio-chan said, but I too get lost at times, so you don't have to feel embarrassed.
そうなの？
ああその通りだ。知ってたひよちゃん。一度でも道に迷ってしまったらその日はもう帰っていいって合図だ。
No, that's not how it is, right?
今日もどこかで道に迷わないかなと実はいつも少し期待していたりもする。迷ったら
That's just your
す
rule.
ぐ帰れる。
That's just your rule, right? I don't know about that. I laugh. Well, with that, I'll guide Hiyori-san. Let's go. She nods,
わかった。
and then took my hand, so that she won't get separated.
もうチョコチップなクッキーで目も完全に覚めちゃったから、道はわかるけど、でもよろしくお願いします。
She only did demo twice. Always the treat butts here. Anyway, getting close to me as to not get lost, she showed me an embarrassed smile. We hold hands. She's fine with these kind of things, so she often gets misunderstood by the boys. For example, the way she's doing it with me right now. I'm hated, right? Is that wrong? I would think. It's just like that. Well, aside from her son and Jimmy, I haven't seen her show this much skinship with the others. Climbing up the stairs, we proceed through the hallway. That said, Tomohito, you had a cookie, right?
ん？ああ、持ってたけど。
What's wrong with that? He asked oddly.
俺のポケットは夢と希望と甘いお菓子でいっぱいだ。
素敵。おネズミの国よりも。
She became ecstatic.
私はともちゃんのポッケの中に住みたいの。
No, wait. Didn't you say you had nothing other than candies and onigiri? I wanted to eat a cookie as well. I pouted and said jokingly.
タイガにあげちゃったらひよちゃんにあげられなくなるだろ。甘くてお腹の膨れるクッキーはひよちゃん用だ。だから取っておいた。ん？
You'll be kind to girls before boys, huh? Wait, did I read the... You're gonna put love over friendship or what?
はあ、そんなの当たり前だろ。何言ってんだ。
Well, that's how it is.
ね
She spoke to us. It's about time we reached the classroom.
え、二人に聞きたいことがあるかも。いい？
Something.
うん、別にいいけど。音楽のことなら何でも聞いてくれればいいよ。ひよちゃんにぴったりな曲はな。
二人はホモなの？
What the hell? What the hell? Tomohito opened his eyes. Of course I do the same. Why would it be that way?
だっていつも一緒で仲がいいからひよりちゃんはちょっとおかしいって前から思ってました。
幼なじみは仲がいいって決まってるんだよ、ひよちゃん。
That's not a good reply, bro. That's right. We're nothing more than that, and nothing less. Not by any means. Well, whatever. She tossed her head. Sounds like she lost interest even though she's the one who brought it up. And then, without saying a thing, she starts walking along while humming, shaking my head vigorously. Is that all? It doesn't sit right when she only throws suspicions at me. Tomohito is humming some song. I have heard this melody before. You're a champion, my friend. Those were the English lyrics. Whose song was that again?
ボーカルがゲイの有名ロックバンドの曲。
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Queen, sure. Okay, bro. Stop it! Old school bench and desk. That's an interesting thing over there. Excuse me. Wait, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We finally reached the classroom. There was still some time left for homeroom.
タイガはすごい。少しも迷わなかった。
Everyone takes their seat. Hiyori sits beside me. Tomohito sat ahead of me.
ねえ、タイガ。
Slumping down and pressing her cheeks on the desk, She turns her head towards me. Hmm? What is it?
あのね、ね、方向音痴はかっこ悪いかな。
What are you asking? Anyway, she said, fidgeting. It's already the second year of school. Although she gets lost in the days due to her empty stomach, she's probably embarrassed over the fact that she still gets lost in the school. That's not true. Girls who are bad with directions are cute, right, Tomohito? Don't you think the same? I asked him. Without turning back, he gave a thumbs up with his left hand. Seems like he was listening to some music on the headphones. Being able to respond to people around him even while doing that is impressive. You know, lost girls are cute. It's not unattractive. You should rather be confident.
うーん。
She's dissatisfied. She pouts. Can't agree, it seems.
ねえねえ、タイガ。タイガは迷子になったこととかないのかな？
Loss. Huh. I smile. I am. I've always been.
ずっと？
There's this thing called the journey of self-discovery, right? It's the pattern where I never return. I don't know who I am, or who I want to be anymore.
何それ？
I've heard that it's a common thing among the youth.
そうかな。
Just like how I'm lost in life.
人生に迷子。
Look at Tomohito. Even if he doesn't go on a trip to some foreign country, he knows who he is. Ongaku. He's a music dummy. Everything about him lies in there. He gives a peace sign with his left hand, still not turning back. There's no point in going on the journey to find myself. Most people would laugh when realizing that, thinking, what was I doing?
自分は探すもんじゃない。掘り起こすんだよ。足元を。自分のルーツってやつをさ。人生は穴掘りだ。
Whose quote is that?
俺のだ。
The heck is that?
だったらともちゃんは何になりたいのかな？
俺は
Rocking to the music, leaking faintly from his headphones.
音楽になりたい。
She opened her mouth wide open.
ずっと未来に残る。人の心を一瞬で変えるような音楽に俺はなるんだ。
歌手とかになるのかな？
違うよ。音楽だ。
ともちゃんの言うことは難しい。
She was dissatisfied. Just like a child being told to solve a problem that they haven't been taught yet.
でもよくわからないけど安心した。
Really?
私も迷子だよ。一緒だね。
He smiled, as if she had obtained a companion.
だから明日もしっかり迷子になれるよ。
Wait, I think I like this GG better. No, starting to get lost sounds a bit... Well, whatever. As long as Chiwa or I can guide you. I couldn't help but smile forcibly. I need to make sure that I can find you when you get lost tomorrow as well. In any case, in case we don't notice her, her classmates and teachers do help her out. Somehow I don't feel like lending the rides up looking after my Osana Najimi. No, wait. This is the only duty that I cannot hand over to anyone else. That's because she is...
今日のお昼は何だろう。唐揚げだ。
Oi, you can't do that. If you eat right now, your lunch won't be there for you. Yorutsuki Hiyori. She's also, just like Chiwa, a special girl who put her life on the line protecting this town. One of the ex-Maho Shoujo. Therefore, I want to be proud of the fact that by knowing this truth, only I can treat her specially. First period. history. Second period, modern Japanese. Third period, PE. Fourth period, math. It was lunch in no time.
お邪魔します。
Holding her bento box, Chikoi Kohai came here. I don't know why I had a hard time saying Chikoi. Maybe it's the Chikoi Kohai. Like, you don't normally need to say the dash Kohai thing, but whatever. Unless it's a thing, but I don't know. Hiyori, who was sleepy for a while, opened her eyes wide.
なんだか美味しい匂いがしますけども。おにぎり持ってきました。
Hiwa says, seeming troubled.
なで先輩が教室に来たら嫌なので。
Ah, that's great. Thank you, Chiwa. I actually did not have enough to buy today's lunch.
チョコレート美味しかったです。
She smiles cheerfully. As you tori. My meager 30 yen quickly converted into chocolate. I cannot buy lunch with 30 yen in the first place. I'm safe. Again, thank you.
はい。
She was blinking in surprise.
どうしたんだタイガー。なんだか奇妙に素直じゃないか。
What do you mean oddly? I'm always honest. You're being outrageous. Just that, well, as I'm quite hungry, I don't have the energy. I don't have the spirit to make Chiwa mad and look cute right now. Damn it. I regret it.
やっぱり怒らせてるって自覚はあるんですね。ねえねえチワ、タイガのことなんてどうでもいいからさ、私もおにぎり欲しいかも。ダメ？
Hyo-chan ate her lunch early. She doesn't have anything to eat anymore.
唐揚げが大層うまそうにジュワッとしてるのがいけないのです。やつは熱々のままマヨネーズたっぷりかけて食べてあげるのが。
How was she able to eat at class, you know? People would smell that. Her eyes were sparkling, and she was drooling a little too.
唐揚げにマヨネーズ。カロリーすごそうだな。
My guy worrying about calories? What? He smiles bitterly. I too smile and nod. Really? I wonder how she does not get fat.
ひよりちゃんはまだまだ育ち盛りゆえ。
She patted her almost flat chest. Okay.
まさにひよこのよう。だからいっぱい食べないと。食べないと。おにぎりいっぱい作れましたので、先輩の分もありますよ。やっほい。
She hopped a little, still in the chair.
チワちゃん素敵。大大好き。愛してる。私もここでお昼ご一緒してもいいですか？
Yeah.
そりゃあもう。
Although she isn't a student of our class, our Kohai Chiwa opens her bento on my desk. This is a regular thing, so none of my classmates say anything.
すごい。
This is so cute, the whole art, and then the twinkling effects. Man, she loaded with a lot of lunch, you know. Hiyori makes sounds of delight. There's not only onigiri in her bento, but also many sides.
チワのお弁当、おいしそう。さすがです。さすがです。
Hiyori's eyes were sparkling. Drool is drooping. I was about to bomb the desk, so I wiped it with my handkerchief. I was pressing somewhat hard.
タイガ、痛い。タイガは乱暴。もっと優しくしてほしい。
I get hit. Showing a bitter smile, I randomly pick one onigiri and eat it. It's tuna mayo. I feel the strong flavor of the garnish. For normal tuna mayo, it has a unique taste to it. The rice is cooked just right for my taste. Onigiri is something that's tasty, even after it's no longer hot. Being small in the size, they quickly fill into my stomach.
これ なんだろう、普通の昆布とは違うような。
The garnish in the one that Tomohito picked was unusual.
塩昆布を鰹節と少しだけのマヨネーズで和えたものです。それうちのお父さんが結構好きなんですよ。
具も千和ちゃんが作ってるんだっけ？出来合いのものを買ってきてるとかじゃなくて。
はいそうです。
Mine was tuna mayo. Did you make this one too?
一応そうです。ツナマヨなんて作るの簡単ですよ。
I mean, it tastes different from the usual stuff, just a bit. According to Chiwa, it's called Japanese-style tuna mayo. It's the one you often find in konbini. By adding more mentsuyu and mayonnaise to the canned tuna, you can easily replicate the taste of the konbini. What's mentsuyu again? Well, I think she literally just mentioned what that is. Mentsuyu is the Japanese soup base used in a multitude of noodle dishes. It's a blend of soy, shoyu, mirin, sake, sugar, dashi. Oh, okay, that's actually a much more convenient instead of like having individual ingredients. Because when I make tuna mayo at home, I still do individual ingredients. But like if you had that, you can just go straight with mentsuyu mayonnaise. Anyway.
そっか、すごいな。おにぎりも奥が深い。関心だな。
ともちゃんはおにぎり好きなくせにおにぎりのことを何も知らない。
美味しいの食べられてたらそれで幸せだからな。俺は基本的に薄っぺらぺらなのだよ。
Looking at it, there were many unusual onigiri in the bento. Yako onigiri, nikumaki onigiri, yaki. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, they look extraordinary, like made by using fried rice from last night. Yeah, yaki, I guess. Well, it's probably made from yakitori, but not necessarily. Yakitori could be like chicken, beef, or whatever. But the niku part really got me. Like nikumaki. It's like a generic. Niku is meat, but usually referred to beef. But like, never mind. I'm not trying. This is just making me hungry right now. But I'm still a couple of minutes from dinner. Like, still have a lot of time. Anyway, the onigiris are bright by their luck. I can admire the effort she puts into it every day.
トア先輩、夜月先輩、今日って放課後は予定通りでしょうか？
うん、そのつもり。大丈夫？
Well, my heart was stolen by Chiwa's multicolored onigiris. The three of them were secretly talking about something behind my back.
はい、大丈夫です。お店もその時間なら空いてると思いますので。
じゃあ決まりだな。改めてよろしくね、千葉ちゃん。
はい、任されました。
She smiled sweetly.
よし、あとは作戦通りひよちゃんが上手に流れを作ってくれることを期待してる。
ひよりちゃんも任されました。
She bowed a little with a snap.
でもこれで良かったんでしょうか？もっともっと特別な何かがあったのかもって今さらちょっと不安です。そんなことない、大丈夫。タイガもきっと喜ぶよ。
What? What is it? I couldn't bear it by the time I heard my name. Is it about me?
いやなんていうかさ。
Tomohito tries to meddle while scratching his nose.
将来千和ちゃんと結婚するやつは幸せ者だなって話してたんだ。こんな美味しいものを毎日食べられる。なあタイガ、お前もそう思うだろ？
I feel like they're hiding something. No, it's not just a feeling. The tree are trying to keep up their faces. Without a doubt, they are hiding something from me. Well, certainly. Yeah. As I imagine someone who could eat this tasty food every day.
タイガどうした？
I feel extremely frustrated.
うわー、ねえちょっとこの人おにぎり食べながら泣いてるよ。
Sheila gave a surprised look.
先輩ごめんなさい。何か嫌いなものとかもしかして砂とか入ってたりとか。
That's no good. Please don't force yourself. If you can't swallow, you can spit it out, she said while holding out her handkerchief. It seems that they have misunderstood. But that's no good. That's no good, Sheila. Somehow, while I feel like I'm being misunderstood by the tree, even then, in the end, I can't, Sheila. I cannot let you become someone's wife. Nice.
What?
I don't want that. I won't forgive you. Tonight. Sheila is always with me. Alright. Okay, the daughter and the father, okay.
誰がお父さんですか？誰が？
He squinted then sighed.
かなで先輩はやっぱり気持ち悪いです。ずっとお腹ペコペコだったらいいのに。
The lunchtime ends. In the end, I couldn't comprehend what they were talking about. No. I'll make it look like as if I don't comprehend. Today is a special day. I am hopelessly human, but I am only blessed with friends. I thought so. And then school ends. It's time to leave school. Again, it ended in the blink of an eye. The students gathering out from the school building continued their paths towards their homes. The footsteps of many would stretch out there, dissolving into the evening glow covering this town. I'm hungry. I wonder what's for dinner today. Going home is a pain. Would it be great if school exploded tomorrow? Sorry, I just had a flashback. Some people literally thought about that, but not as a way like they literally hate school, but more like, you know how dull the everyday feels, and wouldn't you just wish for something extraordinary? But then again, when it happens, it's a shit experience. Anyway, and so forth. Jumbled, ambiguous dialogues fly about. The four of us leave the school gate together. We belong to something like the Going Home Club, as people who don't do any club activities. This is a really nice school, by the way. Well then, what do we do from now on? I said casually. Should we take a detour or something? Or maybe part right away, give a small little smile and say, Mata ashita. I turned to ask for their opinions. As I do, I noticed the three of them trying to send some message by glancing at each other. What is it? As I was thinking, Hiyori came forward with quick steps and said,
あのね、ともちゃん、タイガ。ひよりちゃんは思い出しちゃったんです。
Listen, she comes closer.
今日の放課後はね、みんなで買い食いしながら帰るのがお約束だったかも。
Her stomach made a small sound just perfectly. Eating on our way home? I tilted my head. Did we have such an agreement?
そう。買い食いで寄り道。
She nodded.
タイガは、もんなしなので用もなしという感じだけども。
That's cruel. Cruel to say that like I'm broke. It's not wrong though. Being told by the person who turned all my money into chocolate sounds a bit strange though. Ignoring my glare, she continues.
だからね、ともちゃんがね、みんなに美味しい何かを食べさせてくれるって話だったかも。
ん？俺？
そのようです。
He quietly tilted his head.
とも のちゃんがアイスとかおごってくれるって、そう言ってたのかも。
Then turning towards Chiwa and continuing, she said,
今日は放課後にチワのお店に寄り道していこうって、そう言っていたような気がしなくもなく。
With the topic suddenly changed, Chiwa was blinking her eyes, speechless. Tomohito, she burst out.
なるほど、ひよちゃん。そうきたか。ストレートでいいんじゃないかな。うん、ひよちゃんらしい。
She exhaled through her nose with pride.
やればできること呼んでくれていい。いやいや、ちょっと待ってください。夜月先輩、強引ですよ。もっと上手に。
Chiwa glanced at me, and then sighing as she quickly gave up on something.
これだから、もう少し計画とかしっかり立てた方がいいんじゃないですかって、そう言ったんです。なんだよ。そんなことないよ。完璧だったよ。バッチシだったよ。
She was objective. Ignoring Hiyori's huffing, Chiwa looks up at me.
かなで先輩、今日はこれからお時間ありますか？
Today?
これからです。
Yes, I do. It's not as if I don't have any plans or anything, but it's just that I want to return basically quickly. No matter what I thought, in the end I resigned myself to thinking that the only place where I could go was there. That's why I want to greet them after this, the people I will be indebted to. But, well, yeah, whatever. If it's a small detour, then that's fine by me.
そうですか。よかったです。
She smiled sweetly. It was an honest smile. I get startled, unknowingly. It's an expression she would rarely show to me. That is, well, me paying for my own mistakes, but...
それでは皆さん、一緒に私のお店に寄り道していってください。今日の放課後は予定通りそれで行きます。
Everyone?
一緒に。
According to plan? Sorry, I just remembered Kika Kadori. Anyway.
チワのお店でレッツパーティー。そうです。パーティーです。
Chiwa smiles awkwardly.
やっぱり私たちに隠し事とか無理でした。主に夜月先輩には。
She showed a slightly mean smile.
もう、なんだか意地悪されてる気がするよ。
She objected with those words, puffing her cheeks. But for some reason, Hiyori showed anxiety on her face.
ねえ、タイガ。正直者には服があるんだよ。そうだよね。
She snuggles up close. I pat her head. That's true, yeah, just as much as the others.
そうですね。だから私も正直に言いますね。
She said with a bitter smile. Honestly?
はい。寄り道先の私のお店で、かなで先輩にお祝いができたらいいなって、そう思っています。
Celebration. Chiwa, Hiyori, and Tomohito prepared this party for me in secret.
ハッピーバースデーなんです。かなで大河くん。
Oh, arigato. Today is the day when I, Hanade Taiga, was born. Sumari. It's my Tanjobi. A turning point, the year where I attained freedom. On the table in front of me is a cake with the words Omedeto written on it.
タイガ、あんまり嬉しそうじゃない？
No, it's not like that. Urishi. Sugoku no urishi. Demo.
だけど
Nakedo. Well, having my friends celebrate my birthday even at this age, that too, in such a magnificent way, makes me really happy. Very, very happy. But Oni-san is embarrassed. I cover my face with my hands.
毎年誕生日は互いに祝ってるだろ
Right. We four all celebrate someone's birthday every year.
ああ。
そうだよ。
But, I somehow feel that this time it's a lot more intricate. It's usually just saying omedeto and giving simple presents. Even then, a cake, huh? That too, such an extravagant one. Clearly it's more special than usual.
ああ。今年は特別なんだ。いや、タイガの今年の誕生日は特別だというのが正しいよな。みんなそれを分かってる。だからこうしていつもとちょっとだけ違うお祝いをしたかったんだ。
Different than usual, huh? I get what he's saying. I get it, but seeing it take such form makes me feel nervous. Celebrating someone's birthday is fine, but it's different when you're the one being congratulated.
毎年言ってるよな、それ。
しかもタイガはいつも自分のお誕生日を忘れてる。
No, it's not as if I keep forgetting. It's just that I don't feel like it doesn't feel real. No matter what, it doesn't feel like it's my own. Even today, seeing these trees planned in secret made me believe it.
自分のお誕生日を忘れちゃう人はなんだか自分に薄情な感じがしちゃいますよね。
Oh, that's an interesting thing to say, Hio-chan. I gently pinch her cheeks.
痛いよタイガ。
I release her.
乱暴者め。
She's glaring at me.
自分にも人にも薄情なのがタイガなんだね。
She puffs her cheeks.
その反面、ひよりちゃんはどうでしょう。自分のお誕生日をこれでもかってくらいお祝いしてもらいたいので、こうして恩を売っておくのです。
Quite honest about it.
ひよちゃんのお腹はブラックホールだな。いろいろな意味で。
We giggle with bitter smiles.
先輩、ご注文は決まりましたか？
I heard a voice. As I turn around,
ごめんなさい。もう少ししたら忙しくなりそうなので、お早めに決めてもらえたら嬉しいです。
that's a cute Mido outfit. Chiwa was wearing the cafe's uniform. This cafe is her parents' business. It has all sorts of kahi, snacks, and refreshments for tourists are also available here. The wooden floors and walls, as well as the grainy furniture, stand out. Calm music is always being played in the cafe at a quiet volume. This place is decorated here and there with fox masks made out of Japanese paper. The Japanese and Western feel blending together. This place is the epitome of the Taisho era. That is around the era of Kimetsu no Yaiba. Anyway. She's always helping here after school.
今日はあらかじめ先輩のお誕生会をするからとお父さんには伝えておいたんですが。
Does that mean that we can reserve the entire place? The restaurant is going to reach its peak soon. The club students, other than the going home students, are going to surge in after their activities. The wild, hungry students choose to drop by this stylish cafe for some reason. It's because food here is reputed to be just that good. The price and quality is just right for these growing students. I'll order quickly, so wait a bit. I open the menu. Words like kohi or cappuccino made it sound like a stylish menu for adults. There was also matcha and shuriko with rice flour dumplings. What the hell is shuriko? Shiruko. Shiruko is a sweet Japanese soup made from red azuki beans, sugar, and mochi. Okay. Rice flour dumplings? Why don't they just call it mochi? Right. Anyway. And stuff like matcha parfaits. The menu is rich in light foods such as pasta, omurice, kare, and hayashi meat with rice. I'm troubled. What should I order? I'm someone who gets troubled with more options. I'll say it again. Today is my Kanade Taiga's birthday. But I'm not small enough to frolic around innocently. There's a cake in front of my eyes. A sweet confection shaped by all of their feelings, spelling Omedetou Tanjoubi. It is one of the most expensive things on this menu. Everyone saves some money for this day. There's no way I wouldn't be happy. I feel like responding to those feelings. That's why I decided to become serious while ordering as well. Not just that, but she must also be preparing dinner. I'd rather not get full right here. I'm staring down the menu. Looking at me, Chiwa giggled.
Na, Taiga.
Tomohito whispers, Huh? どうしたの? I answer while flipping through the menu.
今日の千葉ちゃん、可愛くないか?
She is. She changed into the cafe's uniform after all.
なんだよ、気づいてたのかよ。
Of course, I was surprised. My heart was pounding hard.
なあ、親友。そろそろ千葉ちゃんに感想とかないのか?
Nah, you. Do you get why I've been staring at this menu this hard?
とってもお腹空いてるとか?
That's obviously because my chiwakoi kohai is too cute to look at in the face.
なるほど、そうか。
It's obvious. It obviously does make sense. Watching the growth of my daughter makes the most unhappy.
後輩だったり娘だったり、千葉ちゃんは大忙しだな。
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, if she grew in some other places as well, I'd be even happier as a Tosan. Look at her. I take a glance at Chiwa. No matter how much I prefer small over big, as always, she's small in multiple ways. I'm sad as her Tosan.
聞こえてますよ、先輩。
Bro. She was pouting. She said while trying to cover her modest breasts with her hands.
褒められてるのか、けなされてるのかわかりません。セクハラって言葉、先輩は知ってますか?
Oh yeah, that's also much worse as well. Gomen, gomen, I say as I show her a bitter smile. As expected, it's a cute uniform. No, the uniform obviously feels cuter because she was cute. Moreover, during our conversation, she turned away and was blushing a little. Again, it made me feel that she is cute. But there was no time to be playing around. I couldn't think of anything, so I tried asking Chiwa for suggestions.
おすすめですか? そうですね。
She put a finger on her chin as she thinks.
お父さんはエスプレッソが上手に弾けたと言っていました。
お、コーヒーか。
Sound bad, Tomohito nods.
甘いものは抹茶のパフェをおすすめしたいです。人気なんですよ。
I see. Yeah. I nod and then start worrying again. The matcha parfait and espresso. They seem attractive, but they're probably just as expensive. You can't enjoy either of them with just 500 yen. Although, not exactly outside the range of a student, you do end up hesitating. Am I not broke to begin with? I remember the truth just now.
かなで先輩。
What would it be?
今日は何でも好きなものを食べてください。ごちそうしますよ。
Huh? Anything?
はい、そうです。何でもです。
She nods deeply, and then smiles.
お腹いっぱい好きなものを食べたり飲んだりしてください。お値段は気にしなくてもいいです。あ、 でも時間は気にしてもらわないといけないですけど、ごめんなさい。
She bows honestly. Why? My thoughts suddenly slip out of my mouth. Shiwa blinks in surprise.
どうして？
I was thinking, why would you treat me?
それは
She pouts and says awkwardly.
お祝いだからです。
Why? But I'm already being treated a cake. One whole cake, the most expensive thing on the menu. Any more than this would be too much. I can't take all of it.
そんなことありません。
She shakes her head distinctly.
かなで先輩のこと嫌いですけど、意地悪なことばっかりする先輩が大嫌いですけど、でもそれとこれとは別のお話なんです。
そうか。
そうです。だからこれくらいのおめでとうくらいあってもいいって思います。全然自然です。普通のことです。
Right? She presses with some desperation.
それに今年の誕生日は特別なんです。去年までとは違います。だからとにかくお祝いです。おめでとうなんです。いいことがあった人にはもっといいことあってほしいんです。私が勝手にしたいことなんです。先輩だから特別ってわけじゃありません。だから気にせずにご注文をどうぞなんです。
Please let me treat Yorotsuki senpai and Toa senpai as well, she says. Hiyori gets delighted. Tomohito smiles and says thanks. I see. Arigato. Holding back further would be arrogant. With that, I agreed to order. I'll have the matcha parfait that you suggested. Crap. And notice just after ordering, cafe and parfait are quite heavy. Seeming worried, Shiwa asks, is that really fine? But oh well. I'll take the cake back home. She will definitely be pleased.
お待たせしました。
My order showed up. For now, everyone ordered the same matcha parfait. Oh, there's chocolate on the dumplings as well as on the mousse. Yup, seems tasty. Dumplings. I'm pretty sure just mochi or whatever. I put my hands together. Sate. Ita.
ごちそうさまです。美味しかったです。
Man, she fast. Amazing. Hyo-chan's already done eating. Even though it was so big, you're fast. Hiya.
パフェは飲み物。
No way.
何杯でもいけます。
She says so triumphantly. Hyo-chan, you'll get fat, you know. At least bite your food properly.
早飯は兵士のたしなみ。
Soldier? What does that mean?
食事は戦い。負けられない戦争。
Hiyori's looking at me as if she was looking at the prey.
貴重な物資を飢えた輩に奪われてしまわぬようにしないといけない。
I can't. That's mine. Even if you look at with those eyes, I won't give it to you.
ケッチ
She showed her white teeth.
ー。ねえねえともちゃん。明日の寄り道はラーメンがいいかも。
She says like a spoiled child. Her snuggling figure was like a puppy.
ラーメン一杯お腹いっぱい食べたいのかも。
ラーメンか。そいつも悪くないかもな。お金あればだけどね。だけど言われてみればお腹空いたな。
Didn't you just eat a parfait?
甘いものは別腹なのさ。今朝だったかな。タイガも同じようなこと言ってたろ。
He says, trying to tease me. Agreeing with him, he already folded her hands and nodded.
非常によくわかりますよ。一つ目のお腹が満たされたから二つ目のお腹がグーグー鳴るの。
I see. Another stomach, huh?
今日のお夕飯が楽しみでなりませんよね。
How many stomachs do you exactly have?
たくさん
She spreads her hands wide.
たくさんなんだよタイが。
I see. たくさんか。
タイガの分のご飯を残さず全部食べちゃいたいくらいにたくさんなのだ。
Now that's dangerous. I have my parfait from her glare.
ダメですよ夜月先輩。
Chiwa, who came to retrieve the empty dishes, said to Hiyori,
さすがの夜月先輩でも間食ばっかりしていたら太っちゃうだけじゃなくて健康とかも危ないそうです。気をつけないと。でも今にもほらお腹の虫が飛び出してきそうなんだよ。映画みたいにギニャーって。俺に餌をやらないとは何事か。人類まるっと皆殺しだぞって。
おお、皆殺し。そいつは怖いな。
as always, responding sluggishly as if he was not scared at all. The customers seem to have increased. I look about the cafe. It's starting to get noisy. There are tourists who came for sightseeing as well as students from their way home. I'm sorry for reserving the cafe for my birthday.
二人ともさっさと食べてさっさと帰ろう。
Thinking that she would express her discontent on not being able to eat more, Hiyori surprisingly nodded instead. Alright, I'm done. I ate the parfait completely.
同じく。美味しかった。時には甘いものもいい。
We put our hands together and say, Gochiso-sama deshita. Well, we then decide to disperse. After carefully putting the cake in a box, we leave the cafe.
すみません。今日はここで失礼します。また明日です。
Chiwa came out to send us off in her uniform. The people walking the street are looking at her, taking glances. Noticing their sights, I felt proud for some reason. We waited for the bus at the stop that was just outside the cafe. I thank all of you again. Chiwa, the matcha parfait was amazing. The cake was great as well. I'll be eating it carefully after I go home. Hearing my words, the three looked at each other and smiled. All sorts of things happened, but it was mostly successful. Then, as if to represent their feelings, Chiwa bashfully says,
いろいろ大変だったんですよ先輩。一時はどうなるかと思いました。
What was?
はい。奏先輩に秘密でお誕生日のお祝いを計画していたのにバレちゃうかと心配でした。今日はずっとドキドキだったんです。結局はやっぱりバレちゃいましたけど。
A birthday celebration. We aren't childish enough to have those anymore. So doing it on such a grand scale would usually put me off. However, this year's birthday holds a special meaning. For that, I wanted something different than usual. It was their feelings.
一人一人がプレゼントを用意するよりも3人でケーキを一つ用意する方がいいかなって思ったんです。
I naturally smiled listening to her words, but certainly, with this, they wouldn't have to feel worried about it later.
あとはどうやって先輩に気づかれないままケーキを用意している私のお店に誘導するかが問題でした。だけど聞いてくださいよ先輩。
Chiwa swallows her cheeks.
夜月先輩、奏先輩を誘導する役は自分に任せてって自信満々に言っていたのに。完璧。
Wait a second. Check something. Hiyori's eyes sparkled. Firmly sticking out her thumb. She sticks out her chest proudly. And then she says,
ひよりちゃんだっていつまでもひよこじゃないの。 あれが完璧ですか？ちょっと強引でしたよ。
She would answer with a relieved smile. With all of that, it seems that the three of them thought and discussed many things to celebrate my birthday.
先輩、本当ならお店を貸し切りにできればよかったんですけど、今日はどうしても無理でした。この時間はいつもお客さんが多くって。
I smile and shake my head. That's enough. No, that's more than enough. Thank you. I wish I could convey this feeling to you with something more than words. It was one of those many birthdays where I thought the same thing again.
何はともあれおめでとうだ、タイガ。
Tomohito said.
1年繰り上げだけど、これでようやく自由だな。
Tomohito looked up the mountain that overlooked the town. The facility that I ran out of lies there.
あの施設は窮屈だったよな。いろいろとさ。
That's because they're kind. They don't have any ill intent.
そうだな。わかってる。10年前の戦争中、夢の寝床に出入りするために家出した時、俺もちょっと厄介になったからな。窮屈とは言ったけど、特別あの場所で何か嫌なことがあったわけでもないんだ。
はい。That's how it is. No matter how systematic, no matter how normal, no matter how ordinary it was, even if their environment was nothing more or less than ordinary. It was exactly why they took care of us carefully, according to their program. But even then, no one fostered me. That's all there was to it.
ま、何はともあれめでたい日だ。大河が自由になれた特別な日だ。だから今年は少しだけでもいつもと違うことがしたかった。大河、ちゃんとその意図が叶っていればいいけれど。
He really is a nice guy. Thank you. That's really enough. This cake is not just for celebrating my birthday, but also for celebrating the day of me becoming free, right?
そうかも。
But, well, yeah. Even though everyone other than me was accepted right away, I was less clueless. Something's wrong. This is weird. Really weird. I said that a bit on purpose.
それは先輩の意地悪な感じが大人の人たちに伝わったんじゃないですか？
She said with pride.
だから誰もが警戒したんですよ、きっと。
For sure. I give a small smile, and then I too look up around the facility. I don't want to go back there again. I'll say this again, but nothing terrible happened there. Even then, it felt restrictive. Although I really like it now. It's hard to call it a foster care center with some particularly restricted binding force. However, the children who can't live on their own due to both mental and financial reasons had no other place to live. Whether they are forced to or not, there's no other option than to depend on that place. And then today, my birthday. I'm not financially independent, but with what seemed like making a snap decision, I have obtained the what? I can see some text below. I can't see the whole text, guys. There's one more. I have something that I can obtain. I protected my promise. Asahi-san, now it's your turn to keep your word. There's still some time until the bus comes.
それにしても明日も変わらず学校か。
He sighed.
面倒だな。行きたくねえな。明日学校爆発とかしないかな。ああ、もう帰りたいよな。
Are you going home right now?
違う。 明日の分をもう帰ってしまいたいんだ。
I don't get it. Good grief, I shake my head.
今夜3人一緒に夢の中で会えたら素敵ですね。
Suddenly speaking like a maiden, huh, Hiyori-san? I felt embarrassed hearing that. Wait, us three?
そしてね、3人力を合わせて学校を爆発させる夢を見られれば完璧。
ほほう、俺たちの学者を見事粉砕だな。明日は休みだ。天国だ。ひゃっほい。
夜見る世界と現実とどっちが本物？物騒なこと言わないでください。
Hey, Hio-chan, you said the three of us. Hey, who is it? Who's the one left out? The bus came. Hiyori and Tomohito board.
それじゃあ改めてまた明日だな。
あれ？タイガは乗らないの？
I'm fine.
あ、そっか。仲間外れだね。
I'm not, right? I tried to show that I'm anxious. Well, whatever. Hio-chan, take care of that. Take care so that Tomohito doesn't get lost.
もちろんですとも。
え？俺が？
The bus door closes. I replied to them waving their hands through the window together with Chiwa.
先輩、ちょっと気になってることがあるんです。
Seeing the bus off, Chiwa said,
もしよかったら教えてもらってもいいですか？
something that you're curious.
はい、先輩。
ん？
先輩、奏先輩、質問があります。
Guess she's really having a hard time. Yeah? What is it?
今日は先輩の誕生日です。それってつまり、もうあの施設には戻らないってことですよね。
Yeah, that's how it is.
だったら先輩は今日どこに帰るんですか？
She looks at me.
教えてください、先輩。行くところはちゃんとあるんですか？ご飯とかは大丈夫ですか？
Really?
荷物はそれだけ？カバン一つだけですか？着替えは？寝るところは？お布団は？お金は？
Anxiously.
先輩、一人で寂しかったりは、そういうの平気なんですか？
Chiwa says, looking up at me as she smiles. Okay. She holds her hands against her chest. Overflowing with words, she was drawing nearer. Close slowly.
先輩、もしもいろいろ大変だったら、先輩、
And then she looks down, with her sight crawling on the ground, fidgeting and pouting.
先輩が嫌じゃなかったら、うちに来てくれても、なんて。
Oh, okay. That's cute. A little embarrassed, she said such little words. You're worried as if you were my Kasan. Oh, and Chiwa? That's weird. I thought you really hated me. I'm happy. She's cute. I really, really think so. I'm fine, thank you. I'm perfectly fine. I give her a smile. None. There's none. There's no problem. It's just as if everything is alright. I'm fine, Chiwa. I have a place to go. So, well, you don't have to worry about the bare minimum at least.
そうですか。でも、行くところって、それって、もしかして。
Yes, I nod. What you're thinking is probably right. Neither Tomohito nor Hiyori asked me about it, but they probably had it figured out. As for keeping it a secret, I'm sorry. I didn't want to worry my kind and helpful childhood friends. My words were asking for a misunderstanding. It wasn't embarrassing, but rather awkward to say them. I don't want you to worry. That is true. If I explain the truth, Tomohito will probably ask me to come to his place, although I've been invited already. As for Hiyori, I don't know what she would say, but she would definitely be concerned. Depending on the situation, she would probably share her precious food. It's hard to grasp Hiyori's personality, but I know that she is a kind person by heart. Even Chiwa is. Even though her speech and attitude is annoying, she tries to look after me. Just like how she gave those little, tiny words of concern. He repeats so many ways of saying that she's little. He keeps saying that. Why? Picturing everyone like that makes me feel somewhat happy. Thinking about the future. It's enough for their concerns to feel a bit painful at times. It's enough. More than enough. To the point where I'm not worthy of it. It's too convenient to always expect someone's help for how selfish I am. I say, but I think that's the expected response from them. I wonder what they would really say though. I expect to rely on someone else, with my lifeline being that place. And so, even the words of assurance to my Osana Jimmy would mean nothing if they don't accept me. But I'm okay with that. I'm fine as is, with no place to go, even if I end up wandering around the town. While thinking about the path that must travel from here on, rather than be treated warmly, kindly, and with consideration, it's much better to be hated from the beginning.
Senpai?
As I suddenly went silent, Chiwa asked, slightly concerned. Hi. I shake my head a little. Then I smiled and said, Gomen. I was in a daze. And then continued. I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
何の話って。
She seemed discontent.
先輩はこれからどうするんですかって話です。
She smiles.
でも、わかりました。先輩は大丈夫なんですね。
Yeah, I should be. At least for today.
困ったことがあったら言ってくださいね。約束です。
Arigato. 約束。
絶対ですよ。
I like her pose. It seems like she's getting ready for a hug or something. Anyway, she shows her pinky finger for a pinky promise, but
すみません。なんでもないです。
she drops her hand. Must have been embarrassed. Her cheeks were somewhat flushed.
私もそろそろ戻らないとお店が大変そうです。
There was a voice calling her from inside the cafe. Looking inside, there were many customers. Yeah, again, thanks for today. I was happy, and I had fun.
はい。先輩、私のお誕生日には今日のお返しを期待していますから。
Well, I hope it doesn't turn out too flashy.
そうですね。それくらいがちょうどいいって思います。私たちには。
She smiles vividly. She turns towards the cafe and starts walking. Chiwa, you know...
はい？
She stops and turns back.
何ですか？
I think the new cafe uniform suits you really well. She almost falls forward in surprise, but holds on. I think it's really cute. I won't lie. No jokes this time.
おい、突然何なんですか？
She was glaring at me. I mean, I thought I should tell it to you honestly.
ちゃんとって。
Her eyes were darting around in embarrassment, and then pouting it, as she always does.
先輩はあれですよね。
She looks down. Mumbling, she continues.
先輩はこんな風に二人だけになるとちょっとだけですけど話しやすくなるような気がします。それって私の気のせいでしょうか？
She said, peering into my face. But without waiting for my response, she shakes her head a little.
違います。わかってます。騙されません。いつもの意地悪ですね。本当は孫にも衣装とかそんな感じのことを思ってるんです。
I wonder. That's not true though.
なんだ、先輩の考えることくらいちゃんとわかるんです。
She shows her teeth. Turning back, she returns to the cafe. I become alone. Suddenly, I felt lonely. Thinking that I missed my chance to say oyasumi or goodbye or see you later. No, I should go as well. I had to go back so that I can save her. I had to go there to fulfill my promise, no matter what. The fun times as well as my ordinary days. They all end today. I wonder what's going on. No, seriously. Alone, I leave Chiwa's cafe. I don't board the bus. Until yesterday, I had to return to the facility on the mountain, but I don't have to go there anymore. People pass by in the evening town. Hey, do you know? Have you heard? Suddenly I stop my feet. I overheard this somewhere. I hear a voice no one else does. Look, it's that Xiao. Look at her. She's the one who tries to jump in front of the bus every morning. As I looked, there was a small girl standing at the bus stop. She's very pitiful. I heard that one day, suddenly, her parents never came back home. I heard that they got involved in some incident. No, I've heard that she was abandoned because she was a child so bad that they couldn't deal with her. That girl. Or heard that she's been trying to kill herself again and again to make her parents regret abandoning her. I wonder if that's true. The whispers ran up and disappeared into the evening sky. Even the child standing at the bus stop was gone before I knew it. The sight of her looking down with a lonely face burned into my mind. And would it go away? Probably. If this was 10 years ago, she probably would have been saved by Hamaho Shoujo. I walked forward into the alleys. Walking straight ahead for a while, I reached my destination. There was an old building. It's quiet. The doors and windows are shut tightly. Peeking through the windows, it was dark inside. Although it's not so worn out for an abandoned building, it's old enough to make me feel no human presence from it. I take out the kagi hanging from my neck. A Ogon no Kagi. Engraved on its handle is a night sky with a crescent moon and twinkling stars. Staring at the Kagi, I thought. That said, I turned back. Does Kuro have the Kagi? Someone's figure shook at the direction I turned to. It was behind the blue polythene bucket at the garbage dump. If I remember, we used the Kagi together last time. Nah, Kuro. If you're going to follow me there as well, then do you want to use it together? We cannot go to that side without it. She was curled up small. Reluctantly, she showed herself on the other side of the bucket. Okay, let's do that. She stood beside me. That was enough to make me a bit happier. I wonder if it's because we met after a long time. We're somewhat honest today, just like when we talk on the phone. Nani?
どうしてタイが私がついてきてるって分かったのかな
Twisting my head, I think. Even if you ask me how, I just know somehow.
なんとなく
Yeah, nantonaku. I just do. But if you purposely ask for a reason, Kuro, you promise that you'll always be with me, right? That's why... Kuro. She looked disheartened.
私は嘘つきだ
I remember her words from this morning.
タイが君が一番辛い時私はそばにいられなかった
That's wrong. I didn't say that because I wanted you to make such a face. I believe in you. That's why. I'm certain that you will be with me. That's all I wanted to say. Yet, you were looking down. I wanted to give you a sense of relief. I wanted you to smile even. Even then, why does it turn out this way? It never goes well. Nah, Kuro, what are you doing all day? I asked. I wanted to change the mood, I thought. And then I wanted to change her expression, I felt.
近くにいた
she muttered.
タイガの近くに
Always?
ずっといた。
So ka.
タイガの姿が見える場所にずっといた。
Even in school?
そうだよ。
I couldn't tell where you were at all. Need to try my best to find you tomorrow.
明日も見つけられないよ。頑張らないと。
Saying that, she turned up her head. Ureshi. She was smiling, just a little. It's a small change, small enough to miss if you don't look hard enough. But it's possible her smile might have been just my imagination. Even then, I smiled back. And then we held hands. It was difficult to even look at your face to see if you were smiling. Why? Why is it so? Even though you are in front of my eyes, right beside me. I put my hand on the entrance door. With a deteriorated fitting, it opens easily, being already unlocked. The worn-out interior was unsettling. There was a layer of dust in the corridor filled with holes. With decayed walls and crumbling ceilings, there was an irritating smell coming from deep inside. It's not a habitable place by any means. Thinking about the time needed to renovate this place, it might as well be better to rebuild it. Then, thinking that it doesn't really matter, I closed the door once. I look around again. I then hold the key, Kagi. I slowly put the end of the Kagi into the keyhole of the entrance. Kuro, hold on to me. Anywhere is fine.
わかった。
She nods. After hesitating, she held me tightly. She held the hem of my shirt. Slowly and slowly, I turn around the Kagi I inserted clockwise. That's the sound of unlocking. I notice the connection is completed with no fault. I open the door, and as I do so, I saw. Not an old worn-out house. Not that gray-colored dusty room. None of it.
おかえり。
The gentle voice said,
おかえり、タイガ。待ってたぞ。
with a gentle smile.
お誕生日。おめでとう。
She said nothing but those kind words. She was waiting for our return. I'll be right back. I'm gonna just grab some water. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Asai-san, I have come to fulfill my promise. I said back to the person that welcomed me with a kind voice and a gentle smile. Himukai Asai. She is the majo of this town. I didn't greet her back. I think that was impolite. I regretted it a bit too. That's why, on taking my words, the one who saved my Kanade Taiga's life shows a slightly troubled face and closes the book she was reading with a flop. What were you reading? I felt a bit uneasy by my own abrupt speech, so I put up a smile to make it less awkward. Then after sitting opposite to Asahi-san, I asked.
小説だよ。
She said. Sitting at a round table, she pointed at many piled books with her gaze.
別に難しいものじゃない。ほら、見てみろ。童話に近いものだよ。
I picked up a book. It was probably the one Asahi-san was reading until now. Looking at it, I realized that it's a popular book that I know as well.
タイガーが帰ってきてくれるまで暇つぶしのつもりで読んでいたんだよ。だけどダメだな。悪い癖だよ。気づいたらついつい熱中してしまっていた。
Until I come back. I felt embarrassed, but also happy by her choice of words. Anyhow, I ended up smiling in embarrassment. Asai-san, you really like this book, right?
そうだな。大好きだよ。自分でも呆れちゃうくらいにね。
Smiling, she nods. I caressed the cover of the book she was reading with my fingertips.
もう繰り返し読んでいる。最初から最後まで通して読むのは何回目になるのかな。よくわからない。それだけたくさん読んでいる。でも不思議と飽きないんだ。
All of the books on the table are by the same author. The one in Asai's hand right now is probably the most popular one. It is the story of a train that crosses the sea of twinkling stars. Oh, that's a good story. You should be familiar at this point. A story where cats speaking human language stand on 2 feet, journeying a wonderful sparkling world. Not just a novel, it also has a movie and an anime. Okay, if you're not familiar with this, even if you read Subahimi at this point, the galaxy, fucking, I forgot the title. Galaxy Star Night on the Galactic Railroad. Oh my god, I said I was familiar, I messed up. By Kenji Miyazawa. Anyway. Being turned into many forms of media, it is a fairy tale closest to the current age.
さてタイガ、約束だったな。
She said, looking at me. Yes, I nod.
タイガ、確かに私は君と約束をした。だから今日、君の誕生日である今日、この日、私は君に一つの権限を与えなければならない。だけどな、正直なところ、私はまだ君の考えには賛同しきれないでいるんだよ。いや、違う。それは少し違うかな。
Asai-san closes her eyes, then shakes her head.
私たちはこれでも昨日今日出会ったような気安いばかりの関係ではないから、素直に、そして率直に言おうか。私は君との約束を果たすことを躊躇している。むしろ約束を破ってしまいたいとさえ思っているんだ。タイガ、なあタイガ、押し付けがましいことをあえて言わせてもらえるなら、私は君のことが心配なんだよ。私は君に辛い思いをしてほしくない。できるだけ波風立たない平穏な、むしろ少し暇だなって言ってふてくされるくらいの平凡な人生を送ってほしい。君たち人間の幸せはそういった何気ない日々の中にこそあるものだと、君たちのご先祖は口を揃えてそう言っているじゃないか。だというのに。
She sighs, and then she shows a wry smile.
だというのにタイガ、君はわざわざ歩きにくい道を選ぼうとしているようにしか思えなくなる時が私にはあるよ。だからとても心配なんだよタイガ。私は君が歩むこの先が、君の未来が心配なんだ。
What is courage and recklessness? What is boldness and foolhardiness? No matter how similar they are, Asai-san talks as if they are different. And then...
な、君もそう思うだろ。
And then Asai-san looks behind me.
タイガの、奏タイガのかわいい小さな相棒。君だってタイガには平穏に、無事に、幸せに生涯を終えてもらいたいだろ。
Goro hides behind my back, drawing her small body in close. Then she glared at Asai-san as if taking caution.
相変わらず嫌われちゃってるな、私。
No, wait. It's not as if Kuro hates Asai-san, right? Kuro hides even more behind me. It's not that she doesn't want to talk. She simply can't talk. She is extremely shy. She is not the type of person who would thoughtlessly hate or avoid people. At least, that's what I believe.
まあいいか。いつかは君とも仲良く笑って話せるようになればいいなと願うけど、その辺はおいおいの課題という感じで未来に期待だ。だけどもう随分と長い間そんな期待を未来に持ち越させてるような気もするけどね。
She smiles and shrugs, then says,
今日からここで4人一緒に暮らしていくんだ。そんな生活の中でいつか君の声が聞けるのを楽しみにしてるよ。
Where's the fourth person? The four of us together. Kuro tilted her head in confusion. She was blinking in puzzlement for a while. And then, as if she suddenly understood the words, she looks away, saying, "No one told me." She grasps on the back of my uniform tightly. From today, I and we will live here together. This is the bed of dreams, the base of Himukai Asai, the Yoru no Majo, with this town as its territory. It is also the workshop for materializing her wonders. It's at the deserted house by the alley. That entrance leads to the interior of the shop. The thing that made such an impossible connection possible is the kagi I hold. The one who made this kagi is also her, the Majo. She is my Kanade Taiga's lifesaver as well. It has already been 10 years since I could enter this place. Many things have happened. I can still remember the days I spent here with the Majo vividly, as if they happened yesterday. I can also remember the days I spent with the few Maho Shoujo. They were not short by any means. It might be because I came here after a long time. Or maybe it's because I think about what I should be doing from here on. Distracted, my eyes start wandering all around the shop.
タイガー、そんな難しい顔しなくてもいいじゃないか。大丈夫。ちゃんと約束は守るよ。絶対だ。
Hearing her words, I suddenly raised my face.
まあ、実際のところ気が進まないというのが嘘のない本当の気持ちだし、このままはぐらかしてしまえるのならぜひとも私はそうしたい。だけど君に嘘つきだと思われるのもそれはそれで辛いものがある。だから約束は守るよ。君に渡そう。君に任せよう。今日君にとって特別な今日という日にこそ約束通りあの権限を与えようと思う。いやいや、権限というよりは役割だな。そう言った方がきっと正しい。
She showed a bitter smile, somewhat embarrassed.
今日の日に私が君へと譲り渡す役割が私から君への誕生日プレゼントだということにしたい。そう思ってる。
For some reason, I couldn't nod honestly, even though it is definitely something that I want.
改めて聞きたい。問いかけたい。タイガの今年の誕生日プレゼントは、タイガ、君にあの役割を与えるというだけで本当にいいんだな。
I nod, even though I had confusion that wouldn't go away.
そうか。わかった。もう何も言わない。私の心配も不安も十分に伝えたから。君は賢い子だ。ちゃんと考え、ちゃんと悩んで、ちゃんと意味のある使い方をするだろうと信じてる。
She smiles sweetly, and then Asai-san holds out her hand to me.
タイガー、君の利き腕は左手だったな。
Yes, it is the left, but
じゃあ左手だ。君のその左手に力を与えよう。そして君自身には権限を、役割を与えよう。ほら、私の手を取って。
why is it my hand? As I say, I hold her hand.
どうして？そんなの当然お約束だからだよ。
I'm sorry, Asai-san. I might not be understanding. What are you trying to say? I'm perplexed. Then suddenly,
ふん。
Onea-san sounded satisfied.
ほら、あれだよ。力を使用するときにはさ、俺の王の力がとか、やめろ、沈まれ、闇の炎よとかさ、そんな風にカッコつけてみたいだろ、男の子。
Man, that's so fucking choo-choo, man. Fucking choo-choo. I still don't get it, though.
相変わらずつまんない男の子だな、君は。
Asai-san was pouting.
特別な力を授かるのは腕か目かそのどちらかだって決まってる。そういうものなんだよ。青春時代の様式美ってやつだ。わかるだろ？
She showed an innocent smile, almost as if she was a child. In contrast, I was, bewildered, confused. I couldn't get rid of either. But, I'm going to say something rude, so please don't be mad, Asai-san.
ああ、いいぞ。何でも言ってみるといい。私は君の何十倍も長生きしてるお姉さんだから。この町に暮らす猫は長生きなんだ。多少のことなら我慢できるぞ。
Saying that, Asai-san puffed her chest with pride.
だけどいいか、口差がなさすぎたらいかにお姉さんとは言っても傷ついちゃうくらいのことはあるかもしれない。そこら辺は考慮しつつよろしくな。
Laughing at her say that, I reply, "That's just like you, Asai-san. You're the Yoru no Majo. Being a Chutu only makes it worse. I kind of feel embarrassed to ask this."
なんだよ、中二病言うな。一言多いな。嫌なやつだ。やっぱりちょっとだけ傷ついちゃったぞ。
Bro, I already told you beforehand. I want you to chill out. She became aloof, but her face somehow seemed triumphant. Imukai Asahi, the Majo of this town, the one who employs Maho Shoujo, that power, authority, and duty. Today, I'm going to take it over from her.
少女の形をした魔法。故に魔法少女。君に彼女らの力を使う権限を与えよう。タイガ、奏でタイガ。今日から君は魔法使いならぬ魔法少女使いだ。
That was the birthday present I would receive from Asai-san. So, basically, he becomes Kyubey or some shit. What the hell? Anyway, Maho Shoujo. I cannot take that word favorite after all. Yeah, it would rather be better to say that I loathe it. The one I loathe is myself, unable to do anything. It's all because I remind myself of that fact. But what Asai-san said to the girls was considerably different than what a normal person would think of.
私たちの関係は拳銃と弾丸によく似ている。
Asahi-san said quietly.
私が弾丸に秘められた能力を解き放つための拳銃で、彼女らが強大な破壊力をその身に秘めた弾丸だ。この世界の魔法少女とは、それそのものが私たち夜の魔法使いの刺激する魔法となる。故に私の役割は正確に言えば魔法使いではない。少女の形をした魔法、つまり魔法少女、その力を刺激する存在、魔法使いならぬ魔法少女使いといったところだ。 そしてその役割の根源である夜を今君の左手に託した。タイガ、君がずっと望んでいた通りにな。
I look at my hand. Gun, bullet, as well as Yoru. Being trusted all of them. I look at my left hand. That seems to be endowed. I'm reminded of the incident 10 years ago. On a night where everyone slept peacefully, there was a war for the existence of humanity, with no one knowing about it. It was a war between a few Mahou Shoujo and the unprecedented biggest nightmare, the Night King.
魔法によく似た不思議な力を使い戦う女の子を何と呼ぶ？魔法少女だ。それ以外にふさわしい言葉などどこにもない。そう思うだろ？
In the past bygone days, Asai-san said that to the assembled girls. A story to overcome the future of humanity's destruction. The girls had achieved a perfect victory. By its conclusion, each received a reward. It was a Tokubetsu no Maho. Their exclusive Saigo no Maho. I don't know, man. The effect of that Maho is to fulfill the girls' yume. Mahou Shoujo are being supposed to fight, holding on to hopes and dreams. The girls of this town, too, protected the hopes and dreams of people by putting their lives on the line, like Mahou Shoujo. And then the story of preventing the destruction of humanity ends. The epilogue. What's next is not for the common crowd, but for the girls to fulfill their own dreams. Now, it's time for the girls to lead their own stories to a happy ending. This time, from after the epilogue, was supposed to continue. Special magic. Last magic. However, this Maho still remains dominant within the girls. Due to reasons, the opportunity to use their Tokubetsu Maho was taken away. It has been 10 years since. The girls definitely did win against the greatest nightmare, the Night King. The Night King. I just realized. Anyway, however, they are still fighting against their nightmares that lie ahead in their lives. Their war that started 10 years ago has not concluded yet.
タイガ、私は君を選んだ。君が10年前の戦いにピリオドを打ってほしい。
Asai-san looks at me.
彼女らに秘められた最後の魔法を使い、彼女らがその胸に閉じ込めた夢を叶える。そのための機会を、力を、私の代わりに彼女らに与えてあげてほしいんだ。改めよう。君は力を解放するための拳銃で、少女たちは困難ばかりの現実を撃ち抜くための弾丸だ。
Gun and bullet. Without either of those, you will not see any results.
少女たちは自分の意志だけでは魔法を使うことができない。ある特別な場所以外では。だけど、今日からは違う。奏タイガ、魔法少女使いとして君が許可を与えるだけで、彼女たちは自由に魔法を使うことが可能になる。その権限を君は得たんだ。
Asahi-san releases my hand and says,
私は君らとは違う。人間ではない。だから人の心がわからない。だから私には彼女らの力を完全には引き出せなかった。タイガ、お願いだ。彼女らが心に秘めた最後の魔法を上手に使い、彼女らの人生を最高のハッピーエンドに導いてあげてほしいんだ。改めて言う。私にはその役割を上手に果たすことができないから。そのための方法についてはもうすでに10年前、満月の夜 君たちに散々伝えた通りだ。魔法と代償と関係性だよ。今さらさらに教えなくてはならないことは何もない。だけど分かってるよな、タイガ。今日その手に夜を付与されたからといって今の君ではまだ少女たちの魔法を引き出せない。準備が足りない。それを可能とするために君にはこれからたくさんの困難があるかもしれない。それを思うとやっぱり私は君に全てを背負わせることが不安でならないんだ。
She smiles bitterly. I can do nothing but return with silence.
君に夜の力を渡すのは気が進まない。どころかなんだか不安で心配で気が気でないっていうのが正直なところだよ。それは君のことを信頼していないというわけではなくて、なんていうのかな。ほら、年上の女っていうのはさ、いつもこうして可愛い子のことを心配していたいだけのことなんだ。そうは言っても結果的には君にこの役割を担ってもらえるようにとお願いしなければならないのもまた私は自分が情けなくも思えてしまうのだけど。
After sighing just once, she smiled sweetly.
まあその交換条件というのもおかしな話かもしれないが、それでもとにかくタイガもここで一緒に暮らしてくれることになったんだよな。君に力を渡す代わりの条件だよ。
I slightly cast my eyes downward in front of Asai-san's smile, and then I look at my left hand. Magic, compensation, as well as relation. Looking at the hand harboring these mysterious things. Right now, I have been granted the authority, the Yoru, to fulfill the dreams that Maho Shoujo once envisioned. The Saigo no Maho that they strongly desired. What are the Yume of the girls? What were there kibo in them? Just because they're childhood friends, just because they are close friends, it does not mean I naturally know every problem that they are facing. A relation. That is the Kagi to use the Maho. I had to open up their hearts. I had to do what Asai-san could not do. 10 years ago, I could not be useful. Instead, I only held them back. I was the only one. I was the one being protected all the time. But from here on, I want to be useful, even if just a little. This time, if I can somewhat help the people who save the world, then only beyond that, my dream, my Yume.
人はみんな誰かになりたい。ねえ、君は一体どんな誰かになりたいと願う？
I sigh in my heart. Where is the hero? You should. I staggered. I felt dizzy. I tried holding my heavy head, but Kuro was there, gently holding my hand. Tsumani. I couldn't notice her. Kuro. Even after calling her name, she would look away. She wouldn't look at me, but she couldn't release my hand that she held suddenly. Wait, what? She suddenly held. Noticing it, my dizziness was gone as well. It's because you are by my side that I hold back her small hand. I hide these unexplainable words in my heart. It would have been great if we could connect our hearts just by holding our hands, I thought, sighing again. There was silence. A very brief silence. Kuro looked down with my hand held. Asai-san runs her fingertips across the ramen bottle, wiping water droplets. I recall the oath I made that day. It was around the time when that brief silence started becoming heavier.
お姉ちゃん、どこ？そこにいる？私、お腹空いちゃったよ。
I heard the sound of the door opening and a small, cute voice. I get surprised for a moment. I suddenly let go of Kuro's hand, flinging it away, and then I turned back. Over there was a small, black-haired girl. At the door connecting the shop to the space that is the living room. She opens the door and shows her face. She must have been taking a nap. She is rubbing her eyes.
ねえねえお姉ちゃん、お菓子食べてもいい？お夕飯残さないから。
そうだな。
What should I do? Asai-san says.
どうや、この前も同じようなこと言ってご飯残しちゃってたからな。
そうだったっけ？
ああ、そうだよ。忘れたのか？お菓子食べすぎてお腹いっぱいだって言ってさ、どうしても入らないってぐずってたじゃないか。あの日のお姉ちゃん、とっても悲しかったんだぞ。せっかく可愛い妹のためにと思ってさ、頑張って美味しいの作ったのに。
あの時は、ごめんなさい。
She bows, then says, mumbling.
あの日の私は、あの時の妹は、ちょっとだけ悪い子だったかも。だけどね、今日は大丈夫なんだよ。
The girl named Toya said, I'm really, really okay. Fine. What the hell is this? While looking up at Asai-san. Maybe it's because she just woke up, but I feel as if she does not see me. She probably has not noticed us yet. Thinking that...
本当にお腹空いたんだよ、お姉ちゃん。ねえねえ、だったら今日のお夕飯ってどんな？
Hello there. Konbanwa. I raise my hand. She stops suddenly. Ohaya, you seem sleepy. Were you taking a nap? Oh, yeah. I kind of feel hungry as well now. Blinking incessantly, she freezes. Toya? What happened? I tilt my head. Her face grows pale. She springs up, and then plunges back into the room she came from, rolling into it. Seeing her, Kuro, who was beside me, jumped in surprise. She clings even tighter onto my body.
どうしてタイガがいるの？
I hear her voice from the other side of the door shut close.
お姉ちゃん、約束が違うよ。
約束って何だったっけ？
もうタイガが来るならちゃんと教えておいてって言ったのに。
Huh?
どうしよう、やだよ。髪ボサボサだし、あくびも見られたかもだし、お腹鳴ったの聞こえたかも。かっこ悪いよ。
I could hear her complaining. It would have been better if I didn't.
何を言ってるんだ。そんなわけない。
Asai-san shakes her head.
この頃あの子は、私の可愛い妹はちょっと、ほらあれだよ、お年頃ってやつなんだよ。特にタイガには隙を見せたりしたくないんじゃないかな。
Me? Weakness? Why?
さあどうしてかな。きっとかっこつけたいのさ。お年頃っていうのはそういうことだろ。
Is it so? I don't really get it, but I know for now.
ああ、あの子 最近なんだか外の世界からいろいろなことを覚えて帰ってくるんだよ。トウヤがどんどんおませな子になっていっててさ、姉としてはそれなりに気を使って大変なんだよ。
She shrugs her shoulders.
トウヤ、そろそろそこを開けてくれないかな。そのままじゃ台所へ行けないよ。これからお夕飯を作らないといけないし。
Wait, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I can only do 30 minutes to an hour. I'm starting to develop a headache. I'm still recovering from whatever sickness I had yesterday, but at least I haven't been coughing as much. Oh shit. Me talking about coughing. There you go. Alright, let's go. I can't remember who read this. The door opens a little. She reluctantly pokes her head out. Konbanwa, Toya. Trying my best to not frighten her, I said it as kindly as possible. However, she runs off and hides behind Asai-san's back. Yeah. It's weird. The last time we met, she used to be a lot more attached. Maybe I shouldn't have come here after all. I was thinking that, but... Timidly poking out half her face from Asai-san's back.
こんにちは。
She said those small, tiny words. And again, she hid behind Asai-san's back. You too. Konnichiwa, Toya. I'm sorry for showing up suddenly.
そうじゃなくて。
She shakes her head sideways. She was rubbing her face against Asai-san's back.
違うよ、タイガ。誤解しないで。お願い。別にタイガが嫌なんじゃなくて。
Honda?
恥ずかしいとこ見られたのが恥ずかしくて。死にそうだよ、お姉ちゃん。
Ah, I see. Wrong, huh? And here I thought she hated me. It's usually something that cannot be helped. Shogunai. Even though I know it will end up that way someday. Actually, that's sad, so I'll forget it. I'm glad. I'm glad to know I was wrong. A girl that I recognize a little. Fuyutsuki Toya. I don't know why that last name reminds me of something. Something related to fate. I don't know why. Maybe it's just something that sounds like it. Anyway. Although her last name is different, she is Asai's Imoto, Toya. She has a complex about her name sounding boyish. She wanted a cuter name. Sounds like she's at that age. The girl who started to understand her growth says, pressing her face against One-chan's back. Her
お姉ちゃん、タイガ、今日はどうして来てくれたの？
え？ああ、うん。トウヤ、もしかして忘れてたのか？
忘れ？
ああ、今日はタイガの誕生日だぞ。だからさ、3人でお祝いしようってずいぶん前にそう決めてたろ？
今日は。
He's counting on her small fingers with a serious face. Suddenly she looks up at Asai-san.
タイガのお誕生日？
She says in confusion.
ああ、そうだって言ったろ。まさか数を数え間違えてたな。
そうかも。
Again, she shrinks behind Asai-san's back.
だって仕方ないよ。算数苦手なんだもん。
This time becoming fully red, fidgeting. I'm embarrassed. Hazakashi. I'm looking bad. I thought it was tomorrow and all.
どうしよう。どうし 私まだ何も用意してないよ。
While she says that, at the same time, a sound came from inside the room. It was the sound of a grandfather clock. It ticks a few times. It's about time, Asai-san says while it plays an impressive sound. 時間だ。
そろそろ夜だ。私たちの時間だな。
It's as if her words were some specific sign, like a switch to change from day and night. What's day in Japanese? All I know is yoru. Anyway, I mean night. There was obviously no switch like that. However, at the moment she said those words, the room suddenly became dark. The sky outside the windows started turning into the evening glow.
トヤ、今夜もいつもみたいに夜の街を見回ってきてくれるかな。
今日もなの？
ああ、ごめんな。今夜もなんだ。何か異常がないか見回ってくれるだけでいいんだよ。その間にお姉ちゃんはお夕飯の準備をしておくから。
でも外は嫌だよ。夜の国が始まる前は少し怖いんだよ、お姉ちゃん。
She was troubled. She's glancing outside the window.
迷子がいたら大変だ。彼や彼女は誰かが見つけてあげないとお家に帰れない。そんな迷子を夜の外に連れ出すのがお姉ちゃんたちの役割だ。そうだろ、トウヤ。
それはそうかもだけど、でもお姉ちゃん、いつも言ってるけど夜が始まる前は怖いんだよ。お化けみたいなのもいっぱいいて、変な人たちもいっぱいで、とっても怖いんだよ、お姉ちゃん。
ごめんな。いつも無理なお願いしてるのは分かってる。
But Ona-chan has to make dinner, so Asai-san apologizes several times.
妹にばかり大変な思いを押し付けてごめんな。お姉ちゃんがもっと頼りになるお姉ちゃんだったらよかったんだけど。
Toya's eyes become teary. She closes her lips tight. It's fine.
大丈夫？
Daijoubu. Yep, I'll accompany you tonight. You're not alone, so it won't be as scary. Probably. Toya was blinking her eyes, saying nothing. I was prepared for her to hate me. She's at that age, after all. It's obvious to be displeased. I thought so. However, she... Surprisingly, or rather...
わかった。わかったよ。
Reluctantly, she nodded.
タイガが一緒なら、だったらいいよ。一人じゃないなら、二人なら、今夜も見回りいけるかも。
I was slightly surprised hearing her response. Surprised, but I showed her a smile and said, yes, that's right. If we're together, then things that would be scary if you were alone would be completely fine. Replying, Toya says, yeah, isn't it? And nods.
一人ぼっちじゃできないことでも、二人なら全然平気なんだよね。
She smiles and tilts her head in doubt. I'm glad. I sigh on the inside. A shy Imoto is problematic. If we don't meet for a good while, she will return to her bashful behavior. Just like a pet cat left at home for 3 days that would hide timidly after forgetting its owner's face. But I'm used to talk to shy people. Alright, Kuro. Chill out. Kuro. She showed a dissatisfied expression beside me as I was talking to Toya. By the way, why is her name Kuro when she looks like her name should be Shiro? But like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We'll find out. Anyway, the cat girl is jealous of the other cat girl. She's expressionless, but the sight of her narrowed eyes tell me about her displeasure. I want Kuro to be together as well.
うん。
She turned away. She seems to be sulking after all. It seems that I will have to go into the Yorut only with Toya. That's why. I was glad. Concerning Toya, at least. It feels as if she will open up faster than usual this time. Although I might have disturbed Kuro's mood in exchange.
悪いな、タイガ。私たちの仕事をいつも手伝ってくれて。手間をかけさせてしまって。ごめん。
No, this isn't particularly a trouble for me or anything.
ちゃんとアルバイト代は出すからな。そこのところは心配するな。まあ、あまり期待されても困っちゃうけど。
You know, Asahi has a very particular way of speaking. She's not very confident sounding, you know, or like she tends to be. Anyway.
タイガばっかりずるいよお姉ちゃん。私だってお小遣い欲しい。
うん、そうだな。今月のお小遣いには色をつけておこうか。楽しみにしておくように。
The Shimai made a pinky promise and smiled at each other.
よし。それじゃあ頼んだぞ、二人とも。帰ったらすぐにお夕飯食べれるように準備しておくよ。ご褒美のおやつも待っているからな。
ご褒美？おやつ？
ああ。
She nods.
いつもお姉ちゃんのお願いを聞いてくれるいい子な妹にご褒美と思って冷蔵庫に。
Toya trots into the kitchen. I hear her voice.
すごい！プリンだ！
By the way, what happened to Taiga's cake? Anyway, she returned with a small cup.
見て見てタイガ！ほら！プリンだよ！これすっごい美味しいやつ！
She held it up to her head as if to boast about some important treasure.
お姉ちゃんありがとう！これだから妹はお姉ちゃんのことが大好きなんだよ！
She frolics, full of energy. Looking at her, I grin. She feels cute. Toya likes sweets. Above all, pudding is her favorite. Man, I want some pudding right now. I remembered. That said, I also have a gift. Keiki.
ケーキ？
Her eyes sparkle. She jumped at my feet.
タイガ！ようこそおいでくださいました！
She said, full of energy.
すごいよタイガお姉ちゃんタイガのお誕生日は甘くて美味しい素敵な日だね
Her timid appearance had completely disappeared by now. Well then, Toya, let's go right away. Are you ready? As if carefully handling precious treasure, she puts the pudding and keiki in the porridge. She ran back here on my call.
オッケーだよ
She was wearing a rucksack, a bit big for her small body. It's filled with small tools for patrolling at night. Dogu. Is it heavy? To which she answers?
タイガがいないときはいっつも一人でやってることだもん
Okay,
慣れてるよ
okay, that said this is correct. It's just displayed kind of weird. Anyway, swinging her legs around a little, she adjusts the bag. Look, I'm Hiki, she says nonchalantly. I see, as Sasuga dana, but we should hold hands at least. She firmly holds onto my hand. Dealing with the troublesome stuff first is the most important. It goes the same for homework. After that, you will only be left with the fun things.
帰ったら一緒にご褒美食べようねタイガそれがきっと大変な後に残った楽しいことだよね
We line up at the entrance. Toya takes out the chain from her chest that was hanging from her neck. There was a silver key hanging there. I take it. It is an antique key carved with the night of the moon and the stars. I put it into the keyhole. It unlocks with a clang. Midnight patrol. Collection of nightmares. Searching for lost children. It's to fulfill that promise. I put my hand on the doorknob. Kuro, you don't want to join?
君は私と一緒にお留守番だな。
Asai-san says to Kuro, who was
君
hesitating.
は鍵を持ってないだろ。あれがなければあちら側とこちら側自由に出入りすることができないんだ。もしも何かがあってはぐれてしまったりしたら大変だ。夜に閉じ込められてしまう。
This time I'll make your kagi as well, she said. Kuro turned her eyes away, disheartened, with a reaction that even anyone other than me would understand.
そうだ。
As if she remembered something, Doya returned back to Asai-san.
お姉ちゃん、冷蔵庫のプリン食べちゃ嫌だよ。ちゃんと取っておいてね。
分かってるよ。私が東屋にってお土産で買って帰ってきたものだぞ。私が食べちゃったら意味がない。ちゃんと取っておくさ。
あのね、お姉ちゃんは忘れっぽいから、妹はとっても心配。
She said that not to Asai-san, but to me, with a very anxious face. Let's get done with it quickly, before the pudding is gone.
まったく。ま、別にいいけどさ。
Good Mataku, she shakes her head.
いいか、タイガ。何があっても無理だけはするなよ。
Asai-san says, staring at me.
約束してほしい。どんなことがあっても無茶はしない。できるだけ無傷で帰ってくる。タイガはすぐ突っ走っては怪我をして帰ってくるから心配なんだよ。とっても。
I will be reckless no matter what. I repeat what she says in my head to digest it, and not in an exaggerated way. Understood. I'll never be unreasonable, nor be reckless.
約束だぞ。
はい。Yakusoku. Asai-san puts her finger in front of her face. I do the same. It's not a pinky promise, but I swear honestly, I won't ever be unreasonable. But I'll do everything with all my effort.
では二人とも気をつけて行ってこい。帰ったらすぐにお夕飯食べられるようにしておくよ。
By the way, before I continue, one comment I will make. This VN would have helped to have like some editing, because you know how many times they just repeated the same stuff over and over and over and over in the whole damn sentence. I mean the whole damn scene. Anyway, a nod in agreement. Toya also nodded, imitating me. Unless the thing about preparing dinner when they get ensuring that when they get back, the dinner is already ready for them to eat is very important. Maybe it is. Okay, let's see first. Let's see. But they repeat a lot of stuff. And then they tell Kuro, I'll be back. She nods.
気をつけて。
Thank you. I'll return quickly. I put my hand on the doorknob again. I rotated clockwise. With a clang, the door opens. Over there, beyond the open door. It'll be midnight soon.
とっても怖い場所。
However, it's a basho where all wishes come true. It's a place where all desires take shape. Our maho is unparalleled imagination, I whisper. As if those words were a charm to protect me from scary things. I hold onto them tightly. We hold our hands and step into that place. Ooh, different loading screen. We step outside Asai-san's bed of dreams. It's evening. So this is evening for them. Yeah, anyway. The expanded evening sun gradually dyed the sky, somewhat exaggeratedly. I suddenly look at my feet. I mean, okay, technically, past 6. It's, I don't know, spring for them, so no, it should be dark. Anyway. At the edge of my vision, I felt like I saw something move. It was a shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Even more. The shadows of people were lining up slightly ahead. Even though there's no one, the shadows lined up. The small shadow, probably with a rucksack, played a vertical flute and moved with them, with a melody that was somehow cheerful, raising both of its feet energetically. Home. Home. Let's return back home. However, I know that they will never reach home. Becoming a shadow in this place simply means that these children are no longer lost. Let's go, Toya.
わかった。急いで。だけど、気をつけて行こうね。
We walk along the riverside road. Big shadows of fish set up ripples on the river. The evening sky was dyed in a thick color. See you again tomorrow after this evening. The melody signaling to return home plays from the speakers on the telephone poles. The air became somewhat desolate, and bit by bit, the surroundings would become darker. Yoru is coming. The bright, dazzling night's kingdom. Before the special timer starts, the scary time proceeds. I stop and look up at the sky. The sky. The evening color we saw starts changing, gradually. And then around the time when the melody urging to return home ends, the sky gets completely dyed by the stars. Okay, I was wondering when that happens, because, well, this is a magical place, so okay. The full moon replaces the sun with small flickers of the stars. This is Sanzen at night. At Yoru. It falls completely silent. There is not a fragment of noise. The night air over the town feels like it's sticking to my skin. I'm sorry for stopping. Let's hurry. We need to finish our work before the other Yoru starts. We hurry to shake off the unsettling feeling. The town covered in the night shades was quiet, to the point where it felt unnatural. There's no one other than us. It's a bit too quiet. The curtains of the night are all dark blue. Toya takes out a flashlight from her bag. It could barely light a meter ahead of us. The darkness of the night gets thicker as time passes. The town hasn't changed. We're just in the middle of the night. Even then, the figures look like something else. The sights that would stare at us, hidden inside the darkness. They're not supposed to be here. But those things make me feel the fear born inside of me. Toya held my hand tightly. She is weak with such silence. She said it was scary. I understand that feeling very well. What's that? That car is suspicious. There's a car far, far ahead on the main street. I point and show it to Toya.
怪しいって何かいたの？
Toya draws closer.
怖い何かがいたのかな？
Yeah. Nodding, I say, it's a spy. I make the shape of a gun with my index finger and thumb. I bend forward. I try to make it look as if I'm being overly cautious of my surroundings. She might be looking at us. It might be the car of some beauty. That's bad. If we carelessly close in, we might fall into a strange trap. Wait, I need to pause. Okay, let's continue. This place is dangerous, Toya. We need to leave quickly. I nervously look around my surroundings. and then putting a finger on my lips, I say, quiet. Quietly don't make a sound, conveying with gestures.
タイガ、
She tilts her head.
ごっこ遊び？
Maybe. I become somewhat embarrassed at those quiet words. I put the gun I made with my hand into my pocket. Seeing her scared, I tried to cheer her up and myself too by joking around.
なんだか、タイガ、お姉ちゃんみたいだね。
She giggled. I told my head in confusion. Like, One-chan.
お姉ちゃんとも時々ごっこ遊びしてるよ。
Huh?
かっこいい映画がお姉ちゃんは好きなんだけど、一緒に映画見たらね、お姉ちゃんいつも映画の人たちの真似をしようって言うんだよ。おもちゃの鉄砲で。お店の中で打ち合いっこするの。昨日もお姉ちゃんに付き合わされちゃったもん。終わったらお菓子くれるからって。
Toya shrugged in resignation.
可愛いお姉ちゃんを持った妹はとても大変なんだよ。
I wonder how I should react. She wouldn't show that side of her in front of me. She always feels like a reliable One-chan, even then. Playing pretend, huh? I smiled forcibly.
お姉ちゃん、かっこつけたいお年頃なんだよ。きっと。
Oh, you don't say, Toya-chan. Feeling proud, she continued.
お姉ちゃんは可愛いんだよ。
Yeah, I think so too.
ねえ、タイガ。
Toya asked with a low voice, after walking a bit.
今の話、お姉ちゃんには内緒だよ。
Why? Nande?
だって、
Toya was looking up at me as if her tongue slipped.
お姉ちゃん、きっと恥ずかしくなって、お部屋から出てこなくなっちゃうから。
That would be bad.
特にタイガに知られたって分かったらね、もしかしたら泣いちゃうかもだよ。
Why? Because of me?
かっこつけたいお姉ちゃんなの。
Ah, Suka. I get it. Wakaru. We steadily progress after having small talk, trying not to lose to the silence of the night, smiling as much as possible. We continue into the night town. There's no one. No one would pass by in this unnatural night. It is the quiet time. I really hate getting sick. I'm sneezing a lot. Anyway, it is the quiet time period for now. Like, I already repeated the scene without
何それ？
realizing that I already repeated. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna try to cut the scenes that there was no dialogue and all. We'll continue. Thursday, I am still planning to do the alternating schedule, so we'll do Yosugana Sora tomorrow. Unless if I really feel like reading tomorrow, Sakura Moyu. Man, I really don't want to end up like dropping Yosugana Sora, because I always wanted to read that, but like, you know, it's let's hope I don't drop it, man. I don't want to drop it, but I don't think I'm at a point where the story has already picked me up so much. The atmosphere, the songs, the vibes, the music, the feel. So far as, you know, typical common route at the beginning, you know, trying to explain the world. But, you know, we're finally out of the more slice of life section of the story and more into the more... We're getting an understanding a little bit more of what's happening behind this world. Anyway, I hope you guys are watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload for Sakura Moyu or Yosugana Sora. Ciao.